recent survey found that 70% of aspiring data analysts abandon their career transition in the first year. And the reason why isn't a lack of technical skills. The main reason is feeling like the bar is way too high to ever realistically reach. And I understand why. If you open LinkedIn or YouTube, people make it sound like you need a PhD to get started. But here's the gap nobody's telling you. What data analysts actually do every day is a tiny fraction of what you see in all the content you consume online. The actual work of a data analyst is way more accessible than what it looks like from the outside. And in this video, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna teach you how to actually start analyzing data. By the end of this video, you'll be writing queries that real businesses pay good money for analysts to answer. What actually is data analysis? Data analysis is understanding real business questions and translating them into SQL and code and answering the business questions. For example, which of our products are selling best this quarter? What's our average order value this month compared to last month? Which customers haven't made a purchase in 90 days? These aren't complicated questions, they're actually pretty straightforward questions. The real skill that employers are looking for is someone who can actually understand these business questions, translate them into SQL, find the answers, and then translate the insights back to non-technical stakeholders. It's basically finding the answers in data and being a really good communicator. So don't overcomplicate it. These are the two SQL skills that I find most helpful to summarize data: aggregate functions and group by. And they work so well together, they're like peanut butter and jelly. Knowing one or the other is great, but putting them together and you have awesome summarized data. The aggregate functions you need to know are count, sum, min, max, and average. Aggregate functions take a whole column of data and summarize the answer into one output. So imagine counting everything in a column, or finding the sum of the entire column, or the minimum value of the column. And maybe you've done something similar in Excel or a spreadsheet. It's the same idea. This is our orders table. Every row in this table is a different order. What if we want to find the average order total out of all of the orders? We can say select average of order total from the orders table. And boom, here's our answer, 253. That's the average order value out of all of our orders. And if you want to get really fancy, you can add as average order total to rename the column in your output. So now in our output, it actually says average order total. You can make up whatever name you want. Technically, you can name it anything, even bananas. But don't do that. Please choose something that makes sense. This is called an alias. An alias is a nickname for a column or table. And by the way, if you're not already enrolled, you're gonna absolutely love my free 5-day Data Career Kickstart mini course. It's a 5-day crash course and I'll walk you through the #1 skill you need to break into data and land high-paying jobs in the field, how to actually start learning this skill in just a few days, instead of just doing productive procrastination stuff, and how to start building a data analytics portfolio that will actually get you hired. And the best part is, it's completely free. Just click the link below in the description and I'll see you on the inside. So aggregate functions like average can provide us one value for the entire column: the average, the min, the max. But what if we want to break that up into different categories? For example, what if we want to find the average for each country? That's where we can use group by. Group by segments and separates our data into groups. And then within each group, the aggregate function will be calculated. That way we'll have a calculated value for each of the categories. I'm gonna add group by country to the end of our query, and then I'm also gonna add country into our select statement so we can actually see it in our output and see what it's doing. And now we have the average order total for every single country. And if we wanna get really fancy, we can actually order these from largest to smallest. I added in an order by and ordered by our average order total descending. And for this value, you have to put in whatever alias or nickname you chose for the column. Or you can just input the regular calculation if that's easier for you. And if we also wanna filter for a certain time period, we can also add where order date is greater than or equal to 1/1/2024. So now it will only include orders placed on or after January 1st, 2024. Only those orders will end up in these calculations. And if you also want to show the total number of orders, you can add count star to the select statement as well. I used an alias to rename this column as num orders. It's basically saying count all the rows for each country. To translate this entire query in English, for all orders placed since January 1st, 2024, show me the number of orders and the average order value for each country, ranked from highest to lowest. And this is more than just writing a query and pulling some data in SQL. This is a genuinely useful business insight. Like, this is something a vice president or a director would want to know. And you just built that on your own with SQL fundamentals. We just learned group by and aggregate functions and how they're even more powerful when combined together. And we just did a real analysis and answered a real business problem. I want you to sit with that for a sec and feel good about yourself, because the imposter syndrome might start creeping in. You might be thinking that it's not that simple, difficult and you're missing something. And although sometimes it does get a little bit more complicated, everything starts with these fundamentals. So this is a huge step in your learning journey. Head on over to the next video and we're gonna talk about what data analytics portfolio will actually get you hired. We're gonna be talking about what hiring managers are actually looking for. And by the way, if you're not already enrolled, you're gonna absolutely love my free 5-day data career kickstart mini course. It's a 5-day crash course and I'll walk you through the #1 skill you need to break into data and land high-paying jobs in the field, how to actually start learning this skill in just a few days instead of just doing productive procrastination stuff, and how to start building a data analytics portfolio that will actually get you hired. And the best part is, it's completely free. Just click the link below in the description and I'll see you on the inside. Sending you lots of big data energy. Bye.